react differently with the polyester resin. So there's so many variables that I just didn't want to deal with them. And besides, I found Alumilite that doesn't smell, and it's a little bit pricier. I mean, Alumilite is not cheap, but the advantage for me is every ounce, pretty much every ounce of Alumilite that I used, I got something that was turnable. When I was working with polyester resin, it was hit and miss. So I was paying less money for the resin, but I was wasting twice as much because some of the blanks were just not usable. Okay. The other thing is, if y'all want to start, working with resins, you don't have to invest a whole lot of money. Now, you can drive a Porsche, or you can drive a
kit car.
Nobody here's
got
a Ford Focus, right? Or you can drive some, a less expensive car. When it comes to pots, there's a lot of debate, okay? And people keep saying, now I'm making it up.
Going right to that first line.
Need one more cut then. We're only doing it. He's going to put 20 of the green. I'm going to put 40 of the yellow. Okay, the different colors. The red, for example, if I was using this amount, I would use maybe 15. The yellow, if I put 20 in here, it's going to be kind of a very opaque-looking yellow.
That resin is dark, or that mixture, that fluid, whatever. Does it lighten up?
Don't make him lose
That's what I'm
confidence.
saying.
Give me another one to do 20 in.
No, we're good here. What we'll do now is we're going to take.
Are we going to do both batches in the same color?
Well, we're going to put. Yeah, it's going to be. We're going to make. I put it in here. So let me get the blue. Yeah, let me get the blue, and you get the yellow.
Yellow. And 40 yellow in this one.
40 yellow in that.
Hey, isn't that the one you just set over there?
Red now.
Say again?
Is that the cup you just set over there? So you putting it, never mind, I'm distracting you.
That was some big drops.
Yeah, well, and again, the formulas that I use, every time you use a dropper, you're going to get a different size drop. What I've done to minimize the difference is, every time I refill, although I get new bottles, every time I refill it, I use the same dropper for the blue. So that way I know when I put in 20 drops of blue, it's the same. It might be bigger than the orange, but I know for that formula I just use 20. Okay? So just mix it.
I didn't understand what you said. When you refill your
One mixer
bottle,
for
you
each,
mean?
right?
Yeah, because what I do is I buy the dyes, I buy bigger bottles, and then because if you buy this, you're going to go broke. So I buy the bigger bottle, and I pour it in here.
And you just refill the same bottle over
Exactly,
and
over and over again.
So
Sometimes
that
these-
makes sense then.
Sometimes these bottles will crack, so I got to toss them. But I keep the tip. That's the key. Is to make sure you keep the tip for that color. So over time, you're always 20 drops of blue are going to be 20 drops of blue if you're using the same drop.
And you can see how blue this gets.
Have you ever had to replace a tip?
Not yet.
Because that's
That's not
Top,
cast.
yeah.
Do you want me to do a blend on this? Stick blend?
It'll pour over.
Yeah.
Okay.
so you're going to blend these two and then cross blend them when you pour it in the mold.
Yeah.
Be a bit this much. It's okay though.
So you're going equal amount by volume now?
In this
Yeah.
case, I'm going by volume because
He forgot his
my
scale.
pre-combat check list was inaccurate.
That's okay. You're
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix. All right, the streams are going to touch, and they're going to mix.
They don't blend in the.
Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit of this. don't want to fill it too much because this one's going in the tank.
What's the purpose of the stick, dude?
I was just doing it because
To make you ask questions. I done spilled
already
half of
heating
it
up.
already.
Because that's the handle he's gonna use to pull it out?
that's pretty much full for me. There.
Yeah, just use the third mold over there. Pour the essence in there.
Okay.
Now it's already getting hot.
He's got the rest of his.
I'll get his too.
I'm not cleaning it up. There's gonna be stripes on the wall. I'm leaving them.
If I go home all blue and yellow,
I'll walk around with a
Got
nice
some on
outfit
there.
all week.
They're
That's
bench
fine. Yeah,
top.
just let it get hard and then we'll
Yeah.
scrape it off.
It comes off.
Holy cow.
Now, these cups, for example, now, I kind of pretty much have to toss them because, well, I'm cheap. I pull the sticks out and I do this, let them dry, and I can use these at least 2 or 3 times. You can
Yeah.
pour the resin on top of resin if it's cured.
I use
Okay.
the sticks all the time.
So, you can be as cheap as you want when it comes to, every stick that you save, it doesn't seem like a lot, but last year I spent over $100 just in these things. Okay, so if I figure if I can use them instead of once, I can use them twice, I just save $50 in 1 year.
By the
Okay?
way, cleanup
Or $100.
is denatured alcohol.
Yeah, now if you want to stand up and take a look so you can see what the
You got so many bubbles?
Well, it could be.
That was Alan.
No, we were just pouring them.
Well, you had a stick crossing it a while ago.
That's okay. The stick probably cut down on the bubbles.
Is that
if anything.
indicative that there'll be bubbles foam
No,
on the inside?
normally what happens is that foam you have there, the bubbles made it to the top and they shouldn't be in there. Okay? Now, the polyester resin, because it cures a lot slower than this, it gives more time for those bubbles to rise. It just takes forever to cure. Colors, they actually want the 2 colors to be together but kind of separate. There's some definition between the colors, not where they're muddy.
Okay, there's a
Yeah.
man that came in last Thursday,
Yeah.
and he wanted blank.
Now, of course, Eugene's will look better than mine.
J&M. Purple and something else.
Yeah.
And he looked in the case over there and he goes, "Oh, you got one." I looked in the case, that didn't look like pixelated
Yeah.
to me.
There you go.
It depends what the customer's definition of that color is.
In here, they come in and they ask for certain.
Okay? The problem, that's the advantage. The problem with the red blue